your confidence matters a lot. A lot of young people struggle with their confidence. They struggle with communicating effectively. They have so much content. They have so much to offer. The environment where they are, they just feel that it's all about what I think. Okay, okay. A lot of people struggle with their content, with what they have in them. They feel that things are very difficult. They have. Oh, it seems like quaking. Okay. So a lot of people struggle with, they feel that they don't have good things to offer. And then when they speak, a lot of them just resist them. There's a form of resistance they get from people around them. Then they feel, oh, they are not loved, they are not appreciated, they are not valued. But I'm here to tell you that you have to work on yourself to understand the place you are. You have to understand the environment because the environment matters. You don't just come in to a place where people are already having a conversation and you start speaking, you start saying a lot of things, to study you are before you communicate. So communication is two-sided. Me talking to you, you listening to me. And that is what we're going to be discussing today because we said that you have to communicate effectively. There is nothing like over communication. You have to keep speaking. You have to keep saying, passing that message, sharing that vision, telling people that this is what I do. I'm very awesome. I'm very special. I have great things to offer to the world out there. So I need to work on my way of communication. Let people understand you. If that environment does not speak a particular language, you have to speak. You have to speak the language of the people. All these are in Future Setters Youth Development Show. A lot of people are still wondering what's Future Setters are. We are an institute where we groom young minds on three core niches: leadership, personal development. We want you to be the best version of yourself. We want you to speak with confidence. We want you to be a great and refined version of yourself so that you're independent and you can solve a lot of problems around the world. All this comes with agreeing that you need to solve these problems. All right. So stay with us while we're on steps, strategies that you can involve in yourself and involve in your organization so that you can speak effectively and become the best version of yourself. Now we have a very great speaker. A lot of people are wondering, who is this speaker? We have a wonderful speaker in the person of Oliver-Werner Kneitinger from Germany, leader of Longthing Enterprise, a diversity and inclusion expert, the founder, and he is a life coaching guys. He is a life coach, not just a life coach. He's also editor of programs Future Setters Institute. He's also the sponsor. He's also the sponsor of Future Setters. Do well to stay with us, where he's going to discuss with us on this great topic. Feel free to prepare all necessary questions. Whatsoever question that's bothering you, feel free to prepare all necessary questions. Prepare your mind for it because it's going to be very interactive. You are going to be learning a lot. You are going to be building yourself in some impactful things that he has used in his organization, and also some impactful things that I have used in my organization that you can apply to yourself. So do well to stay with us. You're welcome, Oliver-Werner Kneitinger.
Hi, Victor. Pleasure to have me here today.
You're highly welcome.
Especially with this awesome topic we have today. So it will be very
You're highly
interesting.
welcome.
So, okay, wanna start? Let's go.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Okay. So I would love to know, what do you think about communication? Like, what do you really feel communication is all about?
Communication. If you ask people around, mostly say communication is words speaking. I think it's not only words or spoken words. It starts with communication starts with presence. If you enter a room, you start a communication. If you're open or more close. So this is the first things a human being senses if you meet someone. It's the first communication skill. Is this a nice guy? Is this not a nice guy? You can feel it, you can sense it, and this is the first communication point you make. You're not aware of it, but you do it. In my book, I wrote true leadership
That's
listens with the body,
true.
not just with the ear. And you can see this when you have a meeting and the CEO or someone is important is with it within. Mostly they lean behind and listen and watch. They're screening. They're screening. How is this person interacting? Stands this person behind his words he speaks in this presentation? So, as I said before, communication starts without listening, without words, without spoken words. You see and feel this person. It's the first communication point. From this point, be open. Not only think about your words, think about how you behave, how you show up. It's important. It's an important point. Many forget about it.
Awesome. 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 That's a very great one. You see, a lot of people feel communication is all about saying yes, this, saying that. It's not all about, speaking all the time. Sometimes, the way you are saying this particular thing, your body language could read another message. That is a very important fact. So if we are trying to say, oh, I love you, I value you, I trust you, I hold you to my heart, you as a great personality in my life, you should also try to prove it just by words, not just by action, but also, yes, I truly value it. You understand? By giving gifts,
I
gifts also, it sends a message. Actually, a lot of you, oh, it's all about saying, oh, saying it by words and no.
exactly. So Victor is gone. I have to add something. Maybe. Oh no, he's back.
Continue. I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw your post with "I love you." I was smiling when I saw this post intro. I love you. Communication. I had written down on a paper, communication is connection, and connection, when real, changes both sides. And the reason why I smiled about this, I love you. You can hear often, I like you, and I use often, I love you to people near me. But when they hear this as the first time, so why? Huh? What? No. Easy explanation. I like my coffee. Yeah. I like a glass wine on weekends. Um, I like my work. I love my work. But when you communicate and interact with human beings, they want and need to hear sometimes, I love you. I see you. I feel you. And that was the reasons I had to smile with this next session. I love you. That is an important point. Three words, but for many people it means a lot. Yeah. So this was a point for about this intro you had, and now he left and back. They come back.
Okay. So very important point you raised because we need to ensure that yes, our words match our action. We say it and we mean it. When there's one thing I've gotten to understand so far. When you're a leader, you are leading people. You are telling them, let's do this, let's do that. But there is a way you will tell them that where the leader is someone that is willing to carry us along. The leader cares, and when you care, people also care. So people love a person that truly is for them because when you truly care for people, they have longing to do more. So let's just use words, but let's put in actions, language. Let's show that we truly value people because this matters a lot. We truly care about them. It will help us in the long run to grow. So don't just say, "Hey, I love you." Some people they may be saying at the back this happens a lot. I know it happens everywhere. I won't say only 19, but it happens everywhere. You're talking about someone, you are saying good things to the person in front. But when you go to you are with other persons, you are now saying different things about him or her, all sort of things, saying all sort of things. All these things, we have to ensure that yes, it matches. It matches.
Yeah,
When do you
that's true.
think? When do you think is okay? So when do you think a communication is effective? What do you think about effective communication?
It's a tough
Effective
question.
communication.
Many think I'm the boss and you do what I say. That's not communication about leadership. So when I see this from the point of a leader, we have this leadership. Yeah, you have some CEOs or whatever. They like this. I'm the boss. You do what I say. That's not communication. That's not leadership. That's nothing. Um,
Yeah.
Effective communication is sometimes when you give a clear, open spoken word or sentence. Don't hold back. Be open.
Okay.
Say what you think. Depends on the situation. But be open for feedback also.
That's true.
Communication can be only effective when you are open. Listen, let's speak, and hold few seconds in yourself. Repeat, and then give an answer. It's important too. So don't overhaste some answers and we do this. No, hold a few seconds back. Go through this discussion or talk you have, and then give an answer. So communication can only be effective when it's clear. If I talk in mists, you don't see what I mean. You can't hear me. You can't see what I have imagined in my head. Yeah. So
That's
um,
true.
spoke clear. And
That's good.
also a quote of my book. I think I wrote something like, "Good leaders speak to understood. Great leaders speak to be remembered." To be remembered. Sometimes German and English. Um, and I think it's an important point too. You don't have to speak always to be understood. Sometimes you have so valued words spoken, they have to be remembered. That's an important point.
That's true. That's a very great point you raised as well. Yeah, like you said, we have to, give people time to process things. Don't just rush. You know, have time for pauses. Give a distance. Give some time. Just say what you want to say. That person is not a computer. A computer will just give you a response immediately. That person has a brain, it goes in, thinks about it. Maybe the point you even have could not be enough. The point you have may not be enough, or may not be as effective as the point he has in him. So maybe the person hears your point, the person goes back and does some research, thinks about it, and then now tells you that this is the best way to do it. And then you know, wow, this is the best way, really. Okay. So that means we have to work on this. So let's just some people just feel that they are the only one. Like you said, they are the boss, they are the leader, they are the one in charge. Let's stop this whole I'm the boss and move on to the part that yes, this person I'm going to communicate with may also have something to offer, may also have something great in him that that may be useful to what we are doing. So let's try to listen to people. And there's also Okay, so there's also one point I would love to talk about, which is the fact that there was a sermon I listened to where the man said that some people just go in, they are going to do evangelism, going to win souls. They go there, they preach, then they preach. They also want the people to also just change immediately. They just want them, they just say it, they just do it, and then they just expect them to take action immediately. You forget that these people will also go back to their rooms and think about it. Is it, should I accept him or should I not accept him? That's just it. So while we are trying to preach, give people time to think about it. Don't rush. Just pause. Give them time. This will help them, to grow. And one other thing is, like I always tell people, let your verbal form of communication match your non-verbal form of communication. I'm speaking, I'm telling people, let my body language, let my heart, because people can feel it in, they can feel what you feel, the energy you give to them, the energy you give to people. We actually either repel them or attract them. So the energy you give to them, you show that you truly love them, you show that you truly care for them, you show that you are ready to work with them, no matter how tough the situation is. You are ready to go there with them. Definitely, these persons will they'll feel very happy with you. And when they are communicating with you, they are not withdrawing any information. They are ready to tell you because you care for them. So everything boils down to caring. Do you care for those people? Do you value them? Are you pretending? Are you, do you really value them? Do you show up? Do you want to build a true friendship or a true relationship or a true partnership with people? I always look at it and I'll say, get to know people first. Take your time,
Yeah.
get to know people first. The whole idea of trying to jump into someone's you just say something, you don't even know how the person feels. Number one, you don't know the state of the person. Like I said, the state of the person. You don't know the state of the person at that moment. So maybe you just say something and you just expect feedback immediately. What if the person just acts out of anger and just gives you any response and you just, oh? But if it's possible, you give person time. Maybe that person's mood was not really enough at that moment. You give the person time, things will go very well. Yeah. Once more, yeah, I do resonate to what you said. I do really resonate to what you said. And yes, we have to build effective communication. We have to learn to build effective communication. So, there are just so many barriers all over the world. There are so many issues that just limit
That's
people
true.
from communicating effectively. So many challenges. You see, maybe phones, all these things. What are some of the barriers? Maybe from your end, from your organization, that limits people's communication. And what are these possible suggestions and ideas?
So, barriers. You will have a lot of barriers, especially with communications. The problem is most of the barriers you can't see. They're masked. So you can't see clearly where's the problem right now. So you have so many different um, possibilities where this communication has the leg to don't go well right now. The first one, I think all the listeners and we have people here around now, they know that is mostly language. It's the first point. The second point, that's the reasons I wrote this book. Cultures. Many think this works here, so I can do this in Nigeria, maybe as example. No, you can't. You have to know how this culture works. The language, the cultural feedback, yeah, with one you want to talk to work together. But you have a lot of other barriers you can't see. You have to feel or taste it. Um, it can be a hidden ego. Maybe you're younger, more money. You try to go with a project, and you have someone he has a bigger ego and thinks, no, you are not my type. You are not. Maybe
Yeah,
can be
that's true.
assumptions
That's true.
can be also a problem in communication. But on the other hand, we have two other points. When I say this, often I hear, no, it's trauma. You don't know what people had uh, earlier this year in childhood as young adult. You don't know that. And one point, it's very heavy. It's fears. they fear of lack of language skills or whatever. You see, language again. I have this often when I have a meeting or a video call. I don't speak English well. Hey, happy, me too. Uh, Go for it. Um, but this are the most of these problems you have when you say, ah, I don't know, there's this communication, it doesn't run smoothly. Um, it can be one of these points or more maybe. So that's a problem, especially if you have cross-cultural misunderstandings. So I work a lot internationally, globally. So that's the reasons I had the idea to write this book. So I thought by myself, so I know how this culture works or how they think, behave. Um, then I got feedback from someone, from a friend of me. So he told me, I don't know, that doesn't work well. And so you had feedback, so you know you this was a multicultural team. Yes, so we made this as always. So this was a problem. So um, you have to rethink when you go outside and you have, especially cultural mixed team or communication. Um, Hold in and get infos. How think they? How speak they? Um, how will they behave when we have a problem? When I say this and this, and they don't interact as I normally my team would normally go blah 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 blah, and this what they are doing. It's a cultural thing, so you have to know that. That's important.
That's very true.
Yeah, you have to feel this invisible voice if you start communication, and doesn't matter if it's in your city with persons you know, maybe you not know, I don't know, or you have international contacts. Be open, be aware of it. You have maybe this barriers in this communication, but don't be afraid to ask. So I go very well when I ask, so did I something wrong or is something, speak with me. You have to know, is there any barrier point from the other side? You have to clear this before you start and be open for feedback about your question. Is there something
Awesome.
we have to talk about or to think about it? It's important. Yeah, that's my point so far.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I'll buttress on some of your points. I think from over here, in Nigeria, yeah, there are certain things, just like you said, language. We'll just share maybe a story, some few stories. Yeah, it may be funny. Yeah, it may be funny. Okay, so one of the stories, I was, transferred to a particular state in Nigeria, which is Abia State, serving there for a while, a year. And then what happens when you are in a state, a previous state I used to be, Edo State, being Edo State, a place where the culture, the language is not usually set. People don't speak their language that much compared to Abia. So Abia speaks more of Igbo, right? So being an Edo person, going to Igbo land, listening to their language, the first thing that I observed was immediately I entered the state, I stay hearing the language. They are speaking their language. I'm trying to flow, but it's not working out. I want to buy something. I can't, it's difficult. I have to speak their language. I'm entering a bus. I'm hearing what they are saying. They're speaking their language. I'm going to church. They are speaking their language. So there is no way a person can flow in such a situation. But yeah, there are still some persons that when they see such a new face, they begin to they ask questions and say, okay, maybe we could just involve some form of English, and maybe we could just involve some form of pidgin and all that. There are different types. We have pidgin over here to pidgin English where people speak different. Just try to flow and So what happened? There was a time we started having a program, and after about a year, that's towards the ending of the year, a year long program. We're having a program, and then we discussed and said, okay, this health outreach, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then yeah, I stay flowing with them, understanding their language. Anytime I'm around them, they will say it. Oh, the way they speak it over here, they say Mazi, they say Inde, now for. That's the way they speak it over here. And when I began to flow with them, when I just see them, I see their language, Mazi. They are always like Inde, now they are flowing. They are very happy. Say yes, this person is our son. And now, throughout the 1 year, they are all like, oh, this boy stayed 1 year with us. And he's not like he's son of the soil. It's not like someone that is part of, the place. That's why I now go back to this point you said. Be open. Be ready to involve yourself in that place. Be ready to grow through that place. That also matters. And then, like they say, Romans behave like the Romans. That means if you are in a new environment, you try to adapt. Try to adapt. Let it go into you. Let it go through you. That yes, I passed through this place. Then maybe when I go out of the place. These things I learn, I can involve it maybe in the new place I'm going to, because no one knows where it's going to. So let's see how we can involve whatsoever thing, whatsoever environment, the way we communicate, the way we do things before, but we bring it to that place. But we see the place does not want it. We keep it aside and try to see how we can adapt to what that environment has. Then yeah, culture is a very important phenomenon. Like so culture is just almost like the language too. We have to learn how to eat their food because food is also very important. Because if you don't eat their food, definitely you go hungry. You go very
That's true.
hungry. So learn to flow. We learn to flow with them. They have eaten a lot of soup, different things that you've not seen before. Just begin to adapt. Just try to manage or try to cope with them because yes, you're in a different place. So communication is very much effective if we get to understand that environment. What does that environment need? How do people associate with people there? Do they care about you? Do they value new people, new faces? Yes. Do they want to listen to you? Do they want to show love to you? All these things matter. So we should be willing to learn from that particular environment. Have you ever been in such a situation? I think some people have been in situations where age even becomes a barrier. Age becomes a very huge barrier in the sense that you are young and you are trying to associate with someone that is a bit older or even more older than you. What do you think about situations where age becomes a barrier in communication? And what have you been in such a situation before? Like why were you able to maneuver or go through such a situation? Let's hear from you on this.
It's an interesting topic or a field of this communication field. Um, age. Uh, I would say age can affect communication. Painfully, yes. Why? Um, Depends on which field or where you work and what your job title is and. But most of these younger students, I'm fresh with my bachelor or whatever, and they don't listen. They don't listen to older people. Firstly, um, then especially Gen Z or what we have now,
Yeah,
or
Gen
Alpha.
Z.
There's a language, especially in English or maybe but in Nigeria too. I don't know. Has changed. So it can be sometimes funny when you get an email from an 20-year-old and you have to read it 3 times. So what is he? What
Talking
can
about.
he explain it this maybe a bit better? Okay, I'm not in this case, so I know what he means. But I had last time. I even can you tell me what he's mean? What is he talking about? So, okay, let me read. We had it. It's okay, but what I realized also about this gap of about changed English or communication words, wording and sentence and grammar and this whole spoken and written words is many people forget, especially younger people. Older have a lot of wisdom, knowledge. Um, They should, instead of I know that better, I'm fresh from the university, instead going to these older ones and ask, hey, what is your experience? Yeah? You work longer in this, tell me more. And I see this often, younger don't do this. Sadly, they
That's
are
true.
wasting time. They try to fight these older ones instead of take these older ones as mentor and write down this wisdom they have. That's a big problem too. So if this person left this company or whatever, this wisdom is gone. The knowledge is gone.
That's
In
true.
a special case, I saw a company here in Germany. They lost two older members from the staff. One died, and one was old enough to got retired. And the problem was the old boss died also. So the young boss, he took this company, and 3 months after it, the company was gone. Why? The knowledge was gone. The wisdom, the knowledge of these three people was gone during 2 months. And from this is the as age effect. Yeah, it's interesting. You should use these old ones. The funny part is if we have cultures. I had last time a call with a young man, and we spoke about a project, and I had to smile after it. He told me, "Okay, okay, it sounds really good, and we can do this, but I have to talk to the elders." And espe- so these tribes and more urgent um, cultures or countries have this. We go and talk to the elders. You don't have this here, so maybe we should change a bit. Listen to the elders,
That's true.
and um, I heard or I wrote it also in my book. I guess it was something like wisdom doesn't fear youth, but vision and wisdom can be silenced with age. And this is a gap we have to solve. So listen, ask.
That's good.
That's my
That's very
point of
great.
view.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm learning a lot, and I do believe that the audience are also learning a lot. So,
I hope
the
so.
audience watching, feel free. The audience watching, feel free to engage in the comment section. Feel free to drop some of your questions. While we are also having this round of questions, we'll be answering your questions as well. If you have any question whatsoever, feel free to drop your questions. All right. Yes, engage with us, and yeah, stay with us. So, yeah, like you said, age is a limitation to an extent in communication. I would say that yeah, it's a very true fact, because most young persons, just with a little empowerment, they may just feel, oh, I know it all, I do it, I know how it's done and all that. But to an extent, we still need to understand that there were people that did it long time ago. They've done it. This thing that like I said over here too, this thing that we are trying to do now, some persons have done it, and they have done it even better. That means what we just need to do as young persons is to go meet those persons that have done it, ask them questions, know how they did it. Maybe, yes, the world has changed, it's now 21st century, where technology has now come in and all that, but we still need to know how they did it, and also see how we can apply it in what we are doing. That is one important thing. Like you said, mentorship, it plays a major role in every organization. Most parents over here, they have businesses, and when they have good businesses, yes, their children go to school. After everything, you now bring them, come and run the business, maybe when they are not around or something. Some of their children may not really have that expertise as the parents. Their parents that took so much time, effort, energy to build houses, to invest in real estate. They invest in real estate. They build stores. give their children the opportunity to do it. It is only few that have that passion, have that zeal, that can manage things that their parents have they have given them opportunity to really do these things while they were there. The parents were mentoring them, do it like this, do it like this. Those are the kind of people that thrive. Those that listen, those that listen to their parents. Those are the kind of people that thrive. But there are some, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do this. I'm bigger than this. I'm bigger than this. This is olden days way now. This is a, there's a way to say this is olden days way now. This is not the way it's supposed to be done. So we have to really listen to the elders, listen to them. Just like, yes, the person that said elders, yeah, that's a very great way, great to put it, because there are things that there are a lot of restrictions, some restrictions over here. There are certain things you cannot do. But if you reach out to some of the leaders, to some persons, villages, maybe in village, for example, you want to start sharing information around, you have to go through the town crier. The town crier has to, you have to go through the community leader. After
Exactly.
going through the community leader now rallies the information to the town crier. The town crier now goes in to share the information. Then you see the information is going far. You are communicating with everybody. And the town crier does not go in to a place that does not speak English. You now go there to go and start speaking English in a village. You now go and start speaking English there. No, the town crier speaks the language that people understand. So if you, as an individual that speaks English, go to the village to go and communicate, tell them this is what's going on. They will not understand you as like when it's being done like a town crier. So you see, like I said, language matters, age also matters. We just have to see how we involve ourselves. We listen to people to know what they feel, what they understand, yeah, how they see it. I get opinions from people, and don't just feel that you know it all. No matter how, if I say Gen Z-ish, how Gen Z-ish you are, also try to involve, know, yeah, try to know that yes, there were people that did this thing before, know how they did it, and
I can
see how
vielleicht
you can involve yourself.
I can add something maybe. I used the last 3 days very often, and it fits very well with this age effectiveness with
Awesome.
communication. Um, Older ones are often seen as a border, as a problem.
Yeah.
Never see this as a problem or a border. It's let these older ones build a bridge between you and this knowledge they have. Bridge
That's
building.
true.
You know my company. Our motto is building bridges. It doesn't matter with knowledge or with about cultures.
Yes.
It's an important
True.
thing right now. So that's our thing. Building bridges. It's important.
Awesome. Awesome. That's very great. So yes, like you said, age is important. Let's try to ensure that we work with people, we don't rush, we do things, yes, we understand people's point of view. And yes, bring people closer and get closer to people, to get knowledge and grow. All right. Don't just jump in, don't just rush away, don't just feel irritated. Maybe the person is sick, or maybe the person is not doing well, the person is not doing fine, but you need something from that person. You just have to genuinely care for that person. Maybe give gifts to that person, then meet the person, ask him for opinions, and make the person happy while he's alive. Those things truly matters too. Okay, could you share some tips that one can apply, to build effective communication? What are some of the tips that one can use, to speak effectively, do well,
Okay,
and all that?
I, I I can try. I have to recap. Tips for
Okay.
effective communication. As I said before, or no, the last podcast we had, um, and before, um, give your space to listen. Listen clearly, carefully. What is the person talking about? And the first point, maybe I mentioned before you talk, give your presence time. Be there. Not talk there, be there. They should see you, they should feel you. You are here. I'm ready. You don't have said and spoken one word. It's important that they feel you are there and you see them. It's important. Um, Feel free to ask if you didn't understand something. Feel free and ask. They should explain it more deeply. No problem. What helps to help to build an effective communication is also echoing. Repeat what you have heard, not the whole thing, the main points. Um, it helps you to remember later what you have heard, but you show also I'm with you. I heard you. Yeah, I understood you. Sorry.
Sorry.
Um, the other thing is hold your breath. No, not hold your breath, but watch how you breath. Don't go hibernation. So it doesn't help. So calm down, take your breath, and you should take another thing, breaks. When you talk, you realize maybe I hold sometimes myself. So why? It brings silence and it slows a discussion or communication a bit down. No rush, no haste, no nothing. Take your time. If you need 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, it doesn't matter. But the communication is more effective, more calm, as if you go rushy through a call. Take your time, take a breath, listen, hold 2 seconds, rethink your spoken words or your the heard words, and then reply, then give an answer. These are the main steps of an effective communication or start.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, yeah. You spoke really well. And I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure the audience are also learning a lot from this. Well, I'll just add maybe a few points in the aspect of thinking. You know, we should not just speak. We see a lot of people 30 minutes. Could also just give yourself some time. Maybe they usually say listen more than you speak. Listen more than you speak. That is a very good point. So listening more than you speak is you saying, okay, someone is talking. You don't need to just stop the conversation and just come in immediately. Just let the person speak. You give the person some time, maybe from some seconds, then you can come in to share your own opinion concerning the case. Then also while you're sharing your own opinion, don't just jump immediately. Maybe what the person said, you also need some time to process the information as well. So when you take some time to process the information, you think you are thinking about, oh, the next reply. There is sometimes two responses may come. So either the good one or the bad one. When the good one comes, you know, oh, okay, this one is what's supposed to be said. I don't need to say this because this can affect the person's mind, affect the person's perception of me. So I should know the right mood, the closeness with the person also matters too, because there are certain things I can't say to someone I'm not close to. There are certain things I can't even start with someone I'm not close to. So I should try to understand the mood of the particular person. Just like you said too, take breaks. Don't rush in. Don't rush.
Yes.
And also, you always say this: don't run, don't run, don't rush. Okay, you can take your time. Take your time to yeah, a very valid point. Don't run. Just take your time. It will work out. Just speak. Let the person listen. Yes, the person may read negative meanings to some things. He may read some meanings to this, read some meanings to this. Those things are normal. So don't feel bad about what the person thinks. The person just said his mind. A very valid point. And yeah, don't be too fast. Don't be too fast. And repeating that aspect. Yeah, I really love that point. Repeating. You may just have something you want to say, but when you just repeat it, you just take some time to repeat it, and you just see, oh, this is not what I'm supposed to say. You may just say it to yourself. What I cannot say to myself, I shouldn't say it to others. So that also matters as well too. Once more, thank you so much for uh, the valid points you shared. Okay.
Welcome.
I also love you to buttress. I also love you to buttress some points under the forms of communication, because there are different forms of communication. You have the verbal, the non-verbal. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about the verbal, the non-verbal, and just give some points. Let's learn from you.
Um, when it comes to nonverbal and verbal, I say often you speak mostly without saying something. Your body talks. Your body talks always. If you go in a room, as I said before, um, you are there. You speak. You you are there. Um, Depends how you interact with your body. If you're anxious or something else, you can feel it. The other way will feel it too. So eye contact as example, or where do you go with your hands during a talk? If you crossed arms, or if you have, I don't know, you watch only on the floor.
Yeah,
Non-verbal stuff. You sometimes you don't realize you do it right now, and you have to work on it. If you have these behaviors, you have to work on it. So also with verbal, it depends. You have sometimes a rushy day, and your voice is louder as normal. You have maybe then the situation that, oh, why you shouting? I don't. You speak so loud. Maybe it's a recaller to calm down and take a deep breath and start again. Um, you see, it's always a repeating of behaviors, and you have to work on it if you want to have a good and, as we had before, effective communication. You have to work on it. As example, if you start to make presentations, I can calm you down. The first 10 will go miserably wrong. You have to train it. Where I stand, what I doing with my hands, where I have to look, um, etc., etc., etc. You have to train it. Communication is the same. You have to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, and to a specific point, and then you know, okay, now I got my own way how to communicate, and then hold this way. It's important. Don't change if you see someone is doing this. Hold your way.
that's a very
Be
valid
yourself.
point.
We had this, but the last podcast. Be yourself. Self-awareness. Yeah, be yourself. Don't copy someone. Be yourself.
True, true.
So
That's a
you
valid
you
point.
build a better communication. If you are not blending, you are copying. You are no. Be
Someone
yourself.
else.
It's important. That's it. Oops. Sorry.
Awesome. 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 Just said too, we don't need to please other people. We don't need to, yeah, people will always talk, because majorly you were created differently. You have a purpose, your purpose is different from someone else's purpose. So don't just let someone limit you from achieving your potential. So just be yourself, like you've said, and yes, express yourself, because that is who you are. Some persons cannot, communicate the way you are communicating. So the way you do it, it makes you unique. right? So yes, just try to see how you. But first of all, you have to understand the environment. Then don't just go in and just start manifesting what you have already. You just have to understand the position, the environment. If it needs this, if it can manage it, then yeah, things will come out very well. So what do you think? A lot of people run away from this whole high contact thing. They feel eye contact is a very a very tough thing. Yes, when they see someone, some of them don't. They will tell you, I don't look at me, don't look at me, just stay away from me. So what do you think about it?
I think it's sometimes it's funny if you read sometimes articles about liars. They will always look on the left, right corner. I don't know. Um, Sometimes yes, but as you realized, I do the same in this call right now. Why? It's a digital call. So I watch on my third monitor sometimes. Messages are popping up. So I don't lie, but I have my few monitors here and I watch my messages. And eye contact, it's depends. I have to repeat the topic before. It's a cultural thing. You have some cultures they need to be seen. But if you talk to them, you have to watch them. Uh, you
That's
have
true.
other cultures; they don't like this direct staring on a person.
Yeah.
So when I have this, I watch mostly on the left ear. So you don't watch it this person directly in the face or in the eyes, but you watch, yeah, straight away, straight on this face. So it's a kind of eye contact, but it helps. As I said, you need to know cultures. So some cultures need this eye contact, very important. If you don't watch them, if you talk with them, they don't listen to you. Um, this communication fails. And on the other
That's true.
hand, you have um, some cultures you need to aware to stare at someone. Watch on the left or right ear. It's the best way you
Valid.
can uh, solve this barrier. You see barriers. Eye contact's the same. It can be a barrier if you stare at someone during a talk and he says no no I can't, no I can't work with this no doesn't work. So yeah, it depends which people you have around and you talk about. And you see, I did this stare on this monitor again. I'm sorry, but as I said, it depends with which persons you have contact or you want to try to communicate.
That's a very valid point. And yeah, yeah. Also one thing is eye contact helps to build trust. Eye contact helps to build trust because people feel that this person is looking up, is looking here, is looking here, is just running away from the answer, is running away from something. Maybe he has done something wrong. His mind is judging him, and he just feels, oh, he's doing something wrong. But just try
As I
to
said
try to
before, it,
yeah.
sorry, as I said before, it depends on the situation. When I do my coaching or my mentoring, they need this I see you, I feel you. If I talk with him and I stare on the wall or whatever, um, it doesn't work. So mentoring, coaching, or whatever, you have to watch them. You have to make eye contact. You have to bring this feeling to this person. I see you. I feel you. Very important.
Awesome, awesome.
So
Okay,
as my point,
there's also another situation too. Yeah, I've observed it, and yeah, I had to bring up this whole question too. Some persons also asked this question when it comes to crossed arms. So persons just cross their arms. You are talking to them. You just cross their arms. They are staring at you, but they cross their arms. their legs are facing the other direction. Yeah, you know, what do you think about that? Is it a good way to communicate?
Yeah, you know, the standard answer. No, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't face the feet to the person you talk. You shouldn't cross your
Yeah,
arms. Um, I don't care if I have to open talk. I don't care if someone is sitting up in front of me and has crossed arms. Why? Why should I? Maybe we had these barriers before. Maybe he's feared or he's scared or he has, I don't know, a tough week behind.
that's true.
So it's more for him. So um, these big plushy toys. So childrens have this around and cuddle with them. Um, I
Yeah,
realized a few weeks or a few months ago, um, adults do the same if they are scared or not secure with the situation. Some make this I hug someone. That was the reasons I loved about this I like you or I love you. um this human interaction, saying I love you or give someone a hug. um we are social animals. We need this. We need this a lot.
that's true.
We forgot about it. About this modern and smartphone using. Um, we we forgot about this. To say someone, hey, I'm here. I see you.
That's
What's the
true.
problem? You get your message. I don't feel good. The most answer in on WhatsApp will be a question mark. That's not communication. Um, if if the person stands in front of you, um, you would ask what happens, how you feel, blah, 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 blah. Um, about this digital world. We lost a lot of communication skills to feel. I can't feel. I don't feel bad. I feel bad. I don't feel bad. Why? As I said, in a normal WhatsApp discussion or the dialogue, you will send a question mark. Why? That's not a communication. It means I don't have time to tell me more. And from this, I don't care if someone sits in front of me and crosses the arms. It can be he thinking, maybe he's judging the situation. It can be also holding itself together. So I holding myself, um, or the easiest point, he's freezing, maybe. So he is warming up for the next discussion, for the next point you have in um, in this dialogue upcoming. So yeah, this was my point so far.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm really sorry for the
No
network
problem.
challenge. Network check. Okay, okay. So, like we said, yes, a lot of people struggle with communicating effectively, and some of the points that we raised, we talked about, eye contact, crossed arms, and also another thing is, for example, you've not seen your friend for quite some time. Maybe in such a situation, you just decide to hug, shake. What do you think about shaking of hands and way to communicate? Yeah, I want to know what you think about that.
I would say, it's a tough question about. giving hands, shaking hands. Um, After COVID, I would say it has changed a bit. So you don't give easily handshakes. So internationally, I see it often. Um, you make also after a few years ago the elbow. Um, or okay, I'm more work in the Asian area, so you have the only bow. You don't give handshakes, so it's the easier way, and I like this. It's more respect showing behavior, so I like this more. But handshaking, it's totally fine, and especially if you have finished a contract, maybe. So the last we do it,
Awesome.
or it can be shown as a
That's a valid.
closure of a discussion or of a dialogue. If you say, okay, was fine, was good. But it's important. As I said before, we have lost a lot of this human interaction. It's a gesture of I feel you, I see you, or I saw you, and it's a human touch of hey, you are there, I see you. So it's not so a normal routine. If you give someone a handshake, it shows you see him. Easy going.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Very valid point. Yes. Yes. That's a very valid point. And I would love to say that, yeah, yeah. A lot of people, they don't, they reject it a lot, and they may read a lot of meanings to it. They feel, oh, they don't care about me, they don't value me. Yeah,
Victor,
feel like
one
that. But
second. I have a call.
yeah, I'm
One
listening.
second. I'm back
Okay.
in 30 minutes. 30 seconds.
All right. No problem. Okay. Let's just work on our thing. Show that we truly care for people, we truly value them. We have them in our. All this matters a lot. The crossing of arms. It means that you are some accept what the person is saying. Sometimes it if you know it more than the person. You yes, you are more experienced than the person, so maybe you don't want to accept it. So it may read to give a person. So we have to ensure that we work on our gesticulations. It matters a lot. Eye contact, try to give eye contact, but also consider the environment. All right, then stop looking away. Person may not, it may look as if you're not interested in the conversation. Try to attention, give the person that audience, make the person feel happy that yeah, he's talking to you. There's something special about you, and all this matters a lot. Then the mood that people have. This person is not in for this conversation today. Person is not in for this conversation today. Read the person's mood. Know that this person is not in. Give the person some space. People need some space. Give them some space. Yes, mood matters a lot, and moods are signs. You know that this person wants this. This person does not want this. There are sometimes there are some situations where you meet someone, the person is telling you that, oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. When the person tells you I'm hungry, you now start preaching to the person, oh, God will provide. You have this. That is not the way. That is not what the person wants at that moment. The person needs the money, right? So when you just, the mood of the person may determine the response you give to the person. The person tells you, oh, okay, like I need money. I need money. And you are not like, oh, this, you are saying another thing, you're bringing up another thing. So understand the mood of the person and know how you respond to such a conversation. Know how you respond to such a conversation. It matters a lot. So we need to understand these valid points. And yeah, when it comes to conversations, communication, there is this thing that occurs. Some people don't really trust. Yeah, they have trust issues. So like maybe there are some steps. We love to know some steps. We love to know some steps that we can follow that can help us detect a scammer. Maybe you want to detect a scammer, the person is just acting weird. What are some of the ways you can use to detect a scammer?
Oh, special topic, scammers. I love it. um,
Yeah.
it's a tough one, Victor. Scammers mimic often. The first point, they mimic something um, trustworthy, and they repeat and repeat and repeat and try to bring you to this point. You say, ah, yeah, he's trustworthy. Um, no, they are not. On the other hand, scammers use often this hyper personally personalization of themselves. You know what I mean? They try to. Let me explain this in this way. If you met someone at the first time,
Okay.
you, as example, the first call we had, we introduced ourselves. We talked about our programs, our companies, the visions we had, the ideas we had, and but there was no pressure, right? We used this with a long call,
Yes.
deeply spoken words, ideas, and we took time. A scammer, and I had this 2 weeks ago with a pitch deck. He was asking for funding, and he was shooting through this 30 pages of pitch deck, and I didn't know this person. So it was the first call. He started directly, I'm this, blah, 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 and I'm this, and again, and again, and again, and now the pitch deck. And he shoot through this PDF and how much I can get. I know, sorry, what? Um, Not trustworthy. He was a scammer, 100% scammer. He tried to overrun me with informations and how much. And no, so these are 3 points you have to take care. If someone tries to over personalize themselves, how good they are, and blah blah blah. Um, if they don't use proper words, especially when it comes to communication, um, when they use normal sentences and don't jump around about topics, it's a red flag if someone tries to jump from topic to topic to topic in one sentence. Why is he doing this? He is unsecure and unsure how he can hold you and scam you at the same time. Um, this is mostly so an indicator. It's a scammer. You have this mostly with telephone scam calls. They start with one topic and you answer, and the next question or the next answer from this person is a complete a sentence. It doesn't fit with this conversation you had before. So, what? Um, yeah, that's main point. Um,
Valid
and
points.
if we go to business communication, and you get an email, or yeah, mostly an email, you're not sure, is this person you know? Maybe call them. Easy, call them. Could you send me
That's
an
true.
email right now?
Very true.
Or Teams. I had a few weeks ago the problem with a communication on Teams. This person was hacked, and he asked me for money. And so, what? Uh, Call. Why you need money? I don't need money. You wrote me 5 minutes ago. You need money right now. Oh, okay. And so this was the case. He was hacked, and yeah, someone tried to collect coffee money. These are the main points.
That's
So
true.
be aware with whom you talk, which email you have. Okay, now we could open the file. case IT security. Watch if, especially if you have email scamming. Watch the email address. Is the address correct? Don't click a photo or a link or something else is attached to it. Never do it. If you know the person, it's okay. If you get from your provider or bank some emails, don't open it. That's it so far.
Valid point. Valid point. Once more, I want to appreciate you, Oliver-Werner Kneitinger, for your
No problem
time.
at all.
It is so great to have you with us today. I'm sure the audience learned a lot. I'm sure they learned a lot. And it was a very impactful session. And yeah, the questions, yes, was very great. Your response. And yes, yeah, so great to have you uh, with us. So let's just have a short break and Institute audio play. Welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you. Once more, I want to appreciate each and every one of you. Once more, I want to appreciate each and every one of you.
You're here.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay, so once more, I appreciate each and every one of you for being with us in our youth development show. So I know maybe you have some questions. Feel free to ask the questions in the comment section. Feel free to ask your questions in the comment. We would love to listen to Oliver-Werner Kneitinger as he gives us a very short presentation. Just give us a short book presentation. We'd love to hear from you.
Let me share it. Can you share it? Ah, yeah. Perfectly. It's a short one. I can calm you down. It doesn't need a long of time. The topic today, pathway to connection and understanding. Um, as I said before, we have a world increasingly running, speeding. It goes very complex. With this digital world, we have communications and friends around the world. It means you have a call from someone in Beijing, maybe 8,000 kilometers away. So, so the communication, it feels sometimes, as I said before, sometimes a bit shortened. You send a smiley, you send a question mark, or a short "How are you?" It goes "How." I had this in by my own. So communication, to hold communication effectively, it needs to understand how human beings need to be spoken, to be seen, to be felt. As I have written here, build bridges between hearts, minds, and lived experiences. It's important. And effective communication is not a talent you got by birth. You have to practice it. You have to train yourself. How can I communicate? It's important. I like bicycling or swimming. You have to train and you will go better. As I mentioned before, if you do a lot of presentations, the first ones are will go not so well, but it's okay. It's an experience pathway you have to go through. So take a mentor, take guidance, listen to others. How did they this as example these presentations? So first point: listen first, speak later. We had this, I think, 2 times today. So as I have written here, um, take your time, take your breath, and listen. Let's speak first, and then recounter and give your answer. Sometimes, if you hold in and be quiet and only listen, some of these persons you have in your room, in your space right now, it's more like I see you. That's important too. Practical steps. So I have a few steps you can try by your own. As I said, firstly, pause before replying. Give yourself time. Repeat what you have heard, and then give your answer. Or reflect back. It means, what have you heard? Um, did you understood it correctly? What was said? And you, as I said here, resist the urge to formulate your speech response while the other person is speaking. So give them time. You want the same time when you give the answer. So be respectful and hold your inner voice back and let the person finish before you answer. Non-verbal language. We had this topic before. You are you start the communication when you enter the room, the meeting room, the whatever, your boss's office. You start this with posture, with your eyes, with your gestures, with your breathing, especially with your breathing. So, what can you do to master nonverbal language? Here again, pause before you reply. Give yourself silence and then answer. And also, and I see I had the wrong text here. It doesn't matter. Um, as we said before, this crossing arms, watching someone in the eyes, you can use it. Depends on the situation, but let the other person feel you see them. I'm here. I'm listening to you. Makes a lot better communication as normal. Then, number three, clarify with curiosity. Misunderstandings arise very often, especially in communications with through phone or email, especially with written words. Why? Um, the receiver maybe has a bad time, bad day, Maybe you are too rushy in your words. So take your time and write. Good communication means um, take all your thoughts you have or you want to transmit to this person and write it. Don't short something for easier and saving time. It will not save you time. How? As I wrote here, use open-ended questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" So you won't hear more. Um, invite to get feedback or real answers, not as static phrases. So yeah, we can do it or something else. And as I said before, when in doubt, seek clarification. Feel free to ask. It's important too. Then we have number 4. Sorry. Context and culture. It repeats and repeats. So you have to know with whom you talk, communicate, and work with. A skillful communication adapts context and diversity. It's important how you can do it by your own. We had this before. Research and respect cultures. Um, also pay attention to group dynamics, especially if you have a bigger team. Who speaks nonstop? Who holds back? And who of these 30 people you have in this team are totally silent? Try to let them speak. So
That's true.
it will sometimes it will give you a viewpoint you don't even hear it until this you ask this person what you think about it. This person will be, maybe go scared, but
Yeah.
try to hear this voice. Sometimes it's a feedback you didn't saw. You have this much talker. You have this. Yeah, I think this. Think answers. I think we should do, and then you have some people in your team. They don't speak, and feel free to ask them what do you think. Let me share your views. Please go, and you will be surprised sometimes. And the last point, adjust tone, pace, and formality. It's important too. I think this some community or company cultures, it's too private. Leadership is leadership. It's I'm totally fine communication too, but sometimes it's too private and can be harmful sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. The next point, embrace emotional intelligence. It's an interesting point. Um, we had this before. Words spoken without, so Victor told this before, words spoken without awareness and deeper meaning of it, they are meaningless. It doesn't help if your cooperation partner says, yeah, yeah, we do this. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. But nothing comes around. So, or as we started this whole session today, I love you. Don't say never ever I love you if you don't mind it or feel it. But with this, we had it before, self awareness. Know who you are. And then your words become a meaning, a heavy meaning of it. Practical steps here. Um, as I said before, if you have not the best day, don't make decisions or important decisions or write an angry email. Hold you back, hold back, hold back. Take a deep breath, maybe a cup of tea or what else, or do it 8 a.m. The next day. So take your time, don't rush. Um, Also, if you have a team, sense the emotional temperature in your room with your team. Maybe they have a fight about something in your project or something. Calm them down. It's important too. And as I have written here, I can see this means a lot to you. It's a simple phrase, but you show again, you see this person and you want to hear what this persons want to say to you or what they think about your project or about you. Number six, simplify without diminishing. Effective communication is not really complex. It can be powerful, but try to be simple, clear, direct. And yeah, I'm more for this deeply respectful about the intelligence of your listener. Don't go arrogant in a discussion or in a call or I'm have this title. Don't do this, never. Be aware on the other side is a human being. How can you do it? As I have written here too, um, you have sometimes to plan how you say something. That's the reasons I said before. Don't rush. Hold your breath. Give you time to answer. Structure your message, um, especially if you have business communication. It's important. It must be logical when I read your message, as I have written here. What, why, how, and next steps. And don't use jargon voices. Language is to explain something. We had a movie years ago. Explain it to me as I would I be a 6-year-old child, and hold this in. Write like this, so everyone who reads your message, or your email, will understand what you mean and what you need. It's important, and you save time. Number seven, cultivate presence and attention. And I love this point very much. The greatest gift you can give someone is time. Is time and this I see and I feel you. As I mentioned before, when I make my mentoring or my coachings, or I have my ER course, they're digital. I know that. But these people need someone right now on this specific point. And that's sometimes the greatest gift you can give them. Time. You listen to them, you see them, you feel them. So don't think that's not so important. It's a presence you can give and it costs nothing. How you can do it? Um, Here specifically on business communication, don't play around with your devices. Take a deep breath. Center yourself and listen to these dialogues or to the talks you have right now. Um, and the last point, offer attention, even for a few moments. Why? It will be remembered. So it's important too. Try this next time. Number 8, seek feedback and reflect. Um, as I say often, I'm not perfect, not even close. But some think always, oh, I'm perfect, I can do it. No, that's a lie. Uh, Humans are imperfect. So we have this next point again, self-awareness. Know what you can do and know where you need help. And ask for feedback. Steps here, as I have written here. What could I have done differently? Ask yourself after a discussion you had and you thought before, it's easy going. And this discussion or this dialogue or this meeting is not as you expected. Ask yourself why. What could you do maybe differently next time? Or you can ask your about a feedback. Was my message clear? Or how did it feel to receive it? Tough one. And the third point, keep a journal of communication success and stumbles. Why? Easy. You can reflect to yourself where and how did I react to this or this situation? As I said, this is the first question you should ask yourself. What could I have done differently? So, as a little reminder for yourself. The closing reflection is communication effectively. It's an honor to honor space, honor time, honor yourself, and the persons you have the privilege to communicate. It's not mostly so, oh yeah, I'm important, you have to listen to me. No. They spend the time on what are you saying. We have the same here right now. We speak for 1 hour, 2 hours, I don't know. You give us our time. It's important. It's an honor. So yeah, it's important to remind yourself about this. Um, Hold your courage. Be kind. Be clear. Also have this to practice. You have to practice it, like swimming. Shape future. Hold your relationships close. Hold your if you give some, but hold also space for your own silence. Yes, that's the main points I can give you. As a little reminder, this was a little chapter concentration from my upcoming book, Global Leadership Insights 2030. So, as a little reminder. And last but not least, our next big challenge we started on 5th July this year, so in few days, personal growth challenge. As I know, so far we have 32 people who are joining, and we would be glad if we could see you join. So, what we are doing, we make live streams, show how live streams work. We make cold calling tips. We will do also how you can set up your first podcast. And don't miss me. I will have, I think, 2 or 3 talks over this time. So don't miss me. It's a great thing we have built it here. So we have a lot of international talkers and speakers and coaches and mentors. Um, so yeah, come and join. So would be great. This was my presentation so far. Thank you for listening. Thank you for um, reading, and yeah, until next time. But remember, together
Once
we
more. Okay.
future where courage connected and vision leads the way. You have it in your hands. Use it.
Awesome. Awesome. Once more, thank you so much, Oliver-Werner Kneitinger. Thank you so much for the presentation. So great to have you with us. We do appreciate you for your time. We do appreciate you for being with us. Yeah, I do believe once more again that the audience learned a lot. They learned a lot from our program today. I'm sure they are inspired. Yes, they've been inspired by a lot of great things. Definitely, we look forward to greater and more of this. More of this, yes. And like you already said, we are organizing an upcoming program, and the program is starting this Saturday. That is the 5th of July. 5th of July. That's this Saturday, and we already have about 18 persons registered. The
Hmm,
plan is we are working with
18.
just we are
Sorry.
working with just 20 persons. We are working with just 20 persons. So if you are
Then
with
I'm
us on this
sorry. I
live
thought
stream,
we had more.
no, no, there's no problem. So there's no problem. Okay. So we have 18 persons registered, and we just need two more persons that are interested, that are serious, to be part of our program. So all you just have to do is reach out to me via LinkedIn or WhatsApp. All right. When you reach out to me via LinkedIn, you will get access to the group. You will get information about everything. These are some of the things we are going to be learning. We are going to be trained on practical growth tips. We have so many growth tips for you, practical growth tips, not just on LinkedIn, but also for organizational growth. You will learn a lot on that. When it comes to live streaming on multiple platforms at the same time, you understand, when it comes to live streaming on multiple platforms, how do we go about it? How are we able to handle live streams? We're going to guide you on what you can do, how you can stay consistent, how you can grow as a young person, a person that wants to start a podcast of his own. So there are so many things that we plan to show you. Apart from that, we're going to share scripts you can use to turn your friends into clients. You understand? You have friends, you have a lot of friends, you have 1,000 contacts, 2,000 contacts, 3,000 contacts. How can you engage on these contacts? How can you reach out to them to get results? We're going to show you how you can, engage with your friends to, get great results from them. Apart from that, we are going to show you how to design your own thumbnails. This whole YouTube channel, there's this thumbnail you use to display what you are doing, that catchy thumbnail that people see, they are attracted to your video. We're going to show you how to create your own thumbnail with your phone. We can show you how to do it with your phone. We can also show you how to do it with your laptop. It's very simple. We're going to guide you on it. You'll be trained from international speakers. We have persons like Oliver-Werner is going to be there, going to guide you, is going to mentor you, going to share insights, and it's going to be private. Remember, this program is going to be a private training. It's not going to be live streamed. You won't see it anywhere. It's just going to be for registered participants. Just like he also said too, going to be sharing code calling tips to get you results. For those that don't really know how to set up their own podcast, we'll show you how to set up your own podcast. Apart from that, you will also guide you on what you need to buy, to set up your own podcast. Also, you have opportunity to network with foreign connections, and also you'll be guided on speaking and coaching ethics. So you'll be guided from great minds, people that are doing well. I believe you'll be following our youth development show. So you've been seeing a lot of things. You'll be learning a lot from not just Nigerians, but also international speakers, people that are experienced, people that are doing very well. So all you just have to do, if you want to be part of this program, reach out to the WhatsApp number, which will be displayed on the screen. I believe you will see the number on the screen. Yeah, you will see the number on the screen. So you message this WhatsApp number on the screen, okay, which is +234 7036214263. And yes, this program is supposed to be for 10,000 naira, but we decided that yes, we want you to be part of it. For those that are in this live stream today, those that are present at this live stream, or for those that are going to watch this live stream, you will pay the sum of 5,000 naira to be part of this program. But subsequently, we know how things are. We'll see what we can do so that you have more of these private sessions where you can ask your questions, where you can be with people so that you can learn. We'll try to see how we can be having more of private sessions and also our youth development show as well. So we look forward to having you in our next youth development show. Our next youth development show, which is coming up next week, Sunday, which is the 6th of July. We are going to be having Jagoda Vites. Jagoda Vites. Definitely you will see her in the flyer. See her, you get to know her. She's very experienced personal growth coach. So she's going to be talking to you next, and going to be on mental health, very much related to mental health and emotional intelligence. So definitely you'll be learning a lot from her next Sunday. But do well to be part of our youth development show next Sunday. Apart from that, do well to be part of our private mentorship session. Do well to be part of our private mentorship session. So if once more, I want to appreciate Oliver-Werner Kneitinger for your time, for your support, for everything towards Future Setters Youth Development Show. It's so great collaborating with you. We'll definitely go greater heights together. It's so great and wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much for the words of encouragement and support so far. So the way we usually close in 1 minute, we love you to give the young persons watching an advice, just to cheer them up, to give them something that can help them take actionable steps towards their growth. So,
tough one.
In 1 minute.
Believe in yourself. Firstly, start self-awareness. As I said before, twice. Know who you are, what your strengths, what you are, not what your main skills. Yeah, what you want to learn. Who can help you? Mentorship, coaching. If you don't know anything you want to know, learn it. Start it. Go and learn. Read books, whatever. Do whatever it needs, but trust yourself. Be yourself. That's my finishing words.
Awesome. Once more, thank you so much, Oliver-Werner Kneitinger.
Welcome.
And thank you so much to everyone that joined us for today's program. I'm sure you learned a lot, and I do believe that with this live stream, following this youth development show to the end, you'll be able to improve your communication, speak more effectively, learn to understand people more, and yes, you'll be more confident and you'll be able to do well. But also do well to be part of our private training, which is going to be starting this Saturday. We look forward to having as much persons as possible. We want you to be the best version of yourself, and the best way, any way we can use to improve on your life, to improve in your organization, to help you to become the best self you can ever be. We are ready to make that sacrifice for you. So all you just have to do, reach out to the phone number on the screen, join us in the private session. We already have a WhatsApp group. We have people that are eager to learn, and it's going to take place via Google Meet and WhatsApp. So don't miss out. Tell your friends, tell everyone around you, be part of it. And see you this coming Saturday in our private mentorship program, and also this Sunday in Future Setters Institute Youth Development Show. Once more, thank you so much, Oliver.
Welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
It was a pleasure.